Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the rookie second-rounder Drew Lock and Denver as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, could just be a few months.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock.
Got it. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ready? 50, play. All day, dog. Check nickel. Get it.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And how about Phillip Lindsay's rookie season? Began the year 3rd on the depth chart. Finished it in the Pro Bowl. Not bad for an unrestricted free agent out of Colorado with speed to burn.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Launch pass.
Let's go, baby.
Complete
Let's
to
go.
Cortland Sutton. A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When you're talking about what you want from a middle linebacker or an inside linebacker, you're talking about Tyre Whitehead. Does a nice job wading through a lot of the traffic and does an excellent job of bringing down ball carriers. One of the top tacklers in the league when he's on top of his game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Raiders under head coach John Gruden in his second go-round. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback now from Fresno State, Derek Carr, a kid who's from Bakersfield, California, then went to high school in Texas for 3 seasons, went back to California to finish his high school career, on to Fresno State in college, and now every season in the NFL has been with Oakland, including 2018 where he had his first 4,000-yard campaign, and hoping to build on that in 2019 and beyond. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing his car on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They look to throw. It's Locke. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defense owned that sequence, kept him right around the goal line.
How about a 3-play sequence where they did exactly as you described, owned every play, got them backed up, now they're going to get the football back. Personally, I don't rush the punter here. I play punt safe, let them punt it to me, and give my offense great field position.
Yeah, if you play your cards right, you can be in plus territory pretty quickly here. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Down. Blue 80. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
On 2nd and 9, Carr will find his running back here, Richard. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Got Mike. Down. 180. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. And they'll have possession of the football at their own 35. Well, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the Raiders have got him. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Carr now to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Go now. 70, Indy. Move there. He's coming. Double up. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch his flare. Watch his flare.
Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 6-0 our score after 1.
On the double. Watching the guard. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Let go.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Lock. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Here's Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ringer, guys. Fight the big one.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On the draw, Richard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, when you and I sit down and play chess, you're always winning. So I've got to figure out how to get that done. But we're watching a real chess match today between the offense and the defense. And on that play, called a draw, the defense ended up winning.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Lock to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First down, Denver.
Lock now. 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
He'll get this one to Patrick. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Lock toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Portland Sutton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lock will try again on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Locke now, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
You can't block me.
Again, it's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Denver.
Locke going to bring the offense up, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Locke. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for Portland's son. Incomplete. It's now second down 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Marcus Joyner on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So out comes the field goal team once more. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Carr gives to Richard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Now, 180. Hey, check Mike 45.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Chris Harris on the cover.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down now, Richard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Warner. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. to throw again. Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, that right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. And last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. So first and 10 now from the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first down, Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Bradley Chubb came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Carr now to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown. Brendan McManus lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes, that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Richard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
Let's go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
Carr gonna throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He completes it to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check 4, check 4. Check 4.
Now Carr again. And that is incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got room. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 10-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Locke. Gets it off to Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Block now to throw. This is Riddick on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Lock now on 3rd and goal. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richard. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vontez Perfect, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the sack on 1st down, Locke, and that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Ted Logo. What we got? Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Block. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down. Complete to Jones. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
50, play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set 18, Gator. We own it. We need this.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
You got it.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Lock to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, they do get 9 there on the dump off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Again at 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Right down. 185. That's what I do. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing. It's late. Tighter coverage. Take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Carr to throw again. It's a screen to Richard. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr going to go on 4th down. The open man here, Renfrow. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Bring her down. Good track, good track.
Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 11-yard line.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Carr to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 36 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3, but I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 5, 1:04 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw, Carr. And that will be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check right, check right.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final try now for Carr. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.